This is the first conference we've done about design, and today has been really focused about bringing people together, whether they be some patients, some world-class academics, some policymakers, doctors, nurses, allied health professionals. And it's about getting people talking about the issues of design and the impact that has on the front line. It'll be a different message for different audiences today. For the policymakers, I hope they go away, they reflect on how they might bring human factors expertise into their policies and regulations and processes. For the frontline staff, it's maybe taking a different look at procurement. So a lot of staff will be involved in some way in recommending devices that might be procured. And it's very tempting when a rep turns up to say, oh, that looks lovely, I'll take it. But what we want people to be is to be a lot more curious about the design and ask, does it really work for me? Has it been tested on users? Do we understand the pitfalls, the consequences of how this device is used and might be used? So it's just opening the mind a little bit, and it's also staying in touch with each other here, because the relationships that we build here are the relationships that will inform the future purchase and development of design and equipment. There's a real kind of message that's coming back to me from today's talks, and that is that we have to get the manufacturers of devices, of equipment, the designers of systems and processes to really understand how work is done. You can design something beautifully, but if it's not going to assist the people at the front line, if it's not going to make it easy to get it right and hard to get it wrong, then actually that effort is often going to be wasted and in fact may be dangerous. There is a need for feedback, a need for an engagement with the front line by the manufacturers. And one of the real things that I learned today was we talk about user error as if it's the user's fault. But the phrase used again and again is use error. So it has been used incorrectly or inappropriately, but actually the manufacturers need to take responsibility for that. And the national organisations who design and purchase and procure these things, they also have to take a responsibility for defining what should be required by those manufacturers. As a taxpayer, we expect the NHS to be efficient, and it needs to be efficient. But what we're hearing is stories of manufacturers providing equipment that may not be right, and individual NHS trusts doing their own usability testing or not doing it at all. There doesn't seem to be a lot of standardisation in many respects about equipment, and for me that just seems an incredible waste of money. We can get the economies of scale if we're buying equipment en masse, but we need to buy the right equipment, and that can start to define how that might be used. But also we must engage the front line throughout all of that as well, which is a message I keep coming back to.